Welcome back. A function can be defined so that it does different things depending on parameter values that are passed to it. For example, here's a definition of the function hello2. The only difference in this function versus our previous hello is that we have another variable name inside the parentheses. We've called it s. That's called a formal parameter name, any variable name inside those parentheses. So sometimes we call it a formal parameter or a parameter name. Then when we invoke the function, down on line 5, we'll pass some string into it. In this case, we're going to pass the string Iman. By the way, that's Iman Yekazare. He's the guy who developed the practice tool that I hope you're using a lot. When we do that invocation, the variable s gets the value Iman at the beginning of the execution of the function. It's like having a behind-the-scenes assignment statement. It's as if we have a line of code that says s equals Iman. And then, in the rest of the execution, we'll be able to refer to the variable s. So let's actually do this using CodeLens. We first create the function and assign it to the name hello2. And then when we get to line 5, we're going to invoke the function. But behind the scenes, there was this assignment. S is now bound to Iman. So that when we print hello plus s, we get hello Iman in the output window. And then it says, glad to meet you. And we're done with that invocation. The second time we invoke it, we're going to get s bound to Jackie, because Jackie is the value that's passed in. So now s is bound to Jackie, and we'll get Jackie's greeting appearing in the output window. Hello, Jackie. Often, we'll refer to the parameter values as inputs. Don't confuse that with the input function. Remember, the input function asks the user to type in a value. Here, we're talking about a value that is passed into a function as an input to it. So this Jackie, it's an input to the hello2 function, or sometimes we'll call it an input parameter or a parameter value. A function can take more than one input parameter. Here, the function hello3 has two formal parameters, s and n. We're going to refer to both of those parameters. S we refer to on line 2, n we refer to on line 3. Remember that star, when applied to strings, means to repeatedly concatenate the string together. So the greeting is going to be something like hello way or hello kitty, and we're going to concatenate that together to itself a bunch of times. So it just repeats that string n times. Let's step through that code. We create the string, or we create the function rather, and then we call it. The first time we call it, we're passing in two parameter values, way and for. The very first parameter value automatically gets matched with the first formal parameter name. So we get s bound to way. The second value goes to the second parameter name, so n gets the value 4. We call this positional parameter passing. The first parameter value goes with the first parameter name. Then when we execute on line 2, we'll get a value for greeting that's hello way. And on line 3, we will print that out a bunch of times. You can see down here, we have said hello way 4 times. The next time we execute this, we have s is bound to an empty string and n is 1. So our greeting is just going to be hello with a couple of spaces. We're going to print that out one time, and it looks just like hello on the output because we can't see the spaces. And the last time we invoke this, we've got kitty and 11 as our two parameter values, our two inputs, and so we get hello kitty, hello kitty, hello kitty 11 times. In summary, formal parameters, sometimes called parameter names or input parameters, those are inside the parentheses in the function definitions. So s and n are our formal parameters. And then we have parameter values, or sometimes they're called arguments or actual parameters. Those go inside the parentheses on the function invocation. They get matched up positionally, first parameter value with first parameter name, second parameter value with second parameter name. The values are bound to those parameter names at the beginning of the function execution with this behind-the-scenes assignment. It's as if we have s equals way and n equals 4, and that those assignment statements are executing behind the scenes at the beginning of the invocation of hello 3. We'll see you next time for functions that produce outputs via return values.